position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On over the middle. It's Meriden.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
Snagged in the middle. They're talking. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
And he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Purdue's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. He's been a story all season long, just continues to impress. The question remains of all the... There he goes! Running into the open space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He might want another play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Nowaski. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Boilermakers are flying down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Wants to throw again. Got his man. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And he added the extra point. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He's got it on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Hawkins. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. LSU quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Gets open down the middle. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Yeah, and those quarterbacks have the opportunity with those RPOs. They can quickly give it to the running back and make it a run, and he pulls it. I'm not sure it's the right decision, or maybe he just didn't get his feet set and everything went well, but obviously that play didn't work real well.
Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. Motion from the wideout. On third down, he drops the throw. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Meredith. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. We We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Purdue!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. LSU right back to the line. Off the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Nowaski. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Knocked down for the tackle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Gonna look downfield again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Ball sitting right at the 50-yard line, and they'll go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for the big play. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do it.
Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Big fella moving. Touchdown LSU. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Hauls in the deep ball. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hauls it in. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Back open in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Offense scoops it up and still going. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They recovered their own fumble, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Purdue! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. This time they'll go to the running game. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And the Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. Shotgun snap on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Nowaski. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Boilermakers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform. Everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not one, not two, not three. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quick release on the RPO. He'll get it out to the 43. showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. LSU quick to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Nowaski. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some
There he goes! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Purdue! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Lockett. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. The screen, and watch out. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. Wants to go up top on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that.
He wants to go deep. He's got it down the right side. Open spaces. defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Boilermakers! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
LSU, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Power football with the run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
49, LSU, 21.
So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run play action. Looking for a deep man. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically, the length of... breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Boilermakers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Boilermakers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for this offense. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purdue! They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
28.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. On target to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now a spread offense and tempo and air raid. We're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good. And then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
And who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, get the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
Just keep slinging it. He's got it on the run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it on third and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He'll work his way down to the 28. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are Great catches of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
It's a big stride inside the 10. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. LSU right back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having to chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them.